Continued blocking of same-sex marriage in Parliament. 16 million Australians look set to take part in an historic national postal vote on same-sex marriage later this year. Let's go head-to-head right now with Rachel Corbett and Shelly Horton. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Shelley, who would have thought that a postal vote would be effective?
Look, seriously, I think my position's fairly clear. Say I do down under. I woke up this morning feeling depressed. I actually felt sad. My Facebook feed was flooded with my gay friends saying how depressed they felt, how sad they felt, how they feel marginalised. And I think this is the point. Our leaders are not leading. It is ridiculous that we are now going to a postal vote. I don't think in 2017 anyone can decide that they are more equal than someone else. Love is love. If we've got Italy and Ireland, the most Catholic countries in the world, all have marriage equality, and Ireland even has a gay prime minister, how can we be so backward? I actually am terrified about this postal vote because there's going to be campaigning, and to me that's hate speech. And if we have people who say it's freedom of speech for them to say that they're anti-gay, I think they need to realise that they also have consequences when they speak like that. There will be people who are self-harming because of this vile speech, and I wish that Malcolm Turnbull had actually stood up and been a leader for once and just made this a decision.
Rachel, one of the problems with a postal vote is pretty much most people under the age of 40 haven't been anywhere near a post office for a long time, don't send anything that's got a stamp on it. So it means that if it does happen, it'd be a very skewed vote.
Yeah, well, you would hope that if it was a voluntary thing, then that would really fire up the majority of us who really want to do something about that, and there wouldn't be any apathy, I don't think, in that department. So maybe you would hope that people would turn out to give a positive vote, but at the end of the day, that's not binding. So it just seems like a really weak approach to the government. I totally understand that governments are in the business of trying to be re-elected, and that there is obviously a constituency here that it doesn't agree with this idea, but I really think in this particular case, the government just needs to step up and say, okay, we get it, you voted us in, you don't think this is right, but we are turning around and saying, you are wrong on this. You are not up with the times, and you just need to accept that this is going to go ahead. I think often people are really just afraid, for those who are against it, of something that they don't know. And we've already seen examples in other countries where the roofs have not fallen in, life has not ended when this has gone through. And I think if it does, and I hope it does go through eventually, but these people who are against it will see, oh, what was the issue with this? My life as it exists has not been impacted in any negative way. It's just kind of embarrassing that we are this far behind the rest of the world. And for people who are just regular people like you and I, looking at other people going, why are we treated this differently? This doesn't make any sense. It's just time for the government to stand up and go, whatever you voted and whatever you thought, to the people that don't agree with this, we're saying you're wrong, and we're taking a vote and making a stand, and that's it.
Yeah, there's roughly about a third of people who don't agree with gay marriage. But the thing is, it's impossible to imagine that, say, in 10 years' time, that we won't have gay marriage here, but what we do know is it's clogging up the parliament, it's clogging up our headlines. There are much bigger issues that are affecting a lot more people that need to be dealt with. So, for heaven's sake, can the politicians just get on with it and stop playing politics with an issue that does hurt a lot of people?
That's right.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it there, and that is our only issue of the day, because it's what everybody is talking about. It's Shelley and Rachel. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Coming up, an update on our break